I think families who visit Charleston are going to find that there are a lot of independent restaurants that are really devoted to cooking simple, fresh preparations of the local food. And I think, that's a real thrill.
Charleston traditionally, from the beginning, has been a sit-down family-style gathering at the table culture. Charleston is famous for its kitchen gardens. It's famous for its sea island produce. It's famous for its farmers markets. All of that came into the family table, even way back in the DuBose Haywood days when the shrimp man and the vegetable man walked the street crying, vegetables for sale, shrimpy, and you bought it literally off the cart.
The great thing about Charleston is the wide variety of good food. You can go anywhere and eat in Charleston, and it's good. It's good quality ingredients. It's good quality product. It's cared for.
You can have local small restaurants that are doing fried chicken and cornbread and collard greens and things like that, to truffled stone ground grits and things like that. We're using foie gras and sweetbreads, and people will come in and say, wow, you'd think you were in Chicago or New York or LA.
It seems like every chef in Charleston is doing a really particular and personal interpretation of Southern food. One guy who's like bringing in Asian influences into Southern food.
Another guy does French.
Doing Mediterranean, like Italian preparations with local Southern produce. We have guys here doing crazy stuff with Southern food. Interesting dishes like, smoked beef tongue po' boys and stuff.
The enjoyment of everything from a fried catfish over red rice to the caviar Southern service that I serve at Peninsula Grill with fried green tomatoes and clabber cream. So there is a wide variety of great dining in Charleston, and that's what makes it a dining destination.
When you come here, you know the shrimp are going to come from the waters here. You know that the fish are going to come from the Atlantic Ocean. You know that the tomatoes are going to come from Wampanoag Island. And I think that's what people are going to be excited about.
The one thing great about this city is all the availability. When you think of local triggerfish or local mahi that's probably 10 miles offshore, or just the shrimp that are literally a mile offshore, you can go and get the shrimp. The shrimpers are down and you can go and buy them. You can go to Shem Creek, find these, and they're pulling them off the boats, and it's like, can I buy a pound, take them back and bring them to your rental property and grill them on the barbecue outside?
The history of seafood and cooking is huge here in Charleston, and we're lucky. There's nothing like a local shrimp just picked by magwoods out in the ocean. You taste the brininess, you taste the ocean, you taste the oils in the shrimp.
I think the thing I always tell people to get when they go to Charleston is the oysters. I just think there's something about the oysters from this region that's really, really unique. They're briny, they're juicy, they're just everything you want in an oyster, and it's something I crave when I'm not here.
The oysters are some of the best in the world, if you ask me. They're pure, they're salty, they're just great. And what's nice about them is they're not everywhere else. They're just here.
We grew up near the Battery, and we could go down the wharf with a chicken neck and a string, tie the string around the chicken neck, drop it off the dock. One brother drops the line, the other brother holds the net, and you can catch blue crabs right in the harbor, basically. And as a child, we maybe take it for granted, and then as soon as you step outside of this culture, you realize, whoa, that was special. We had it really good.
Gullah cuisine refers to the cuisine that grew up on the Sea Islands in the Low Country. It began with the African immigrants and the ingredients that they brought and the language and the cooking traditions. It's amazing, and you can experience it in a few restaurants.
The staples are rice, and rice cooked in many forms: red rice, okra purlo, peas and rice, and we introduce a gullah rice, which is basically rice with chicken, shrimp, and vegetables. Okra is a staple food. Okra soup. Then we do collards. Oh, that's the best food I had. I've been here for X amount of days, and that's the best food I've had. And the corn muffin. The fried chicken is to die for. Those are the things I eat.
Another thing that's interesting is there's a big sweetgrass basket making tradition in Gullah culture, which is part of the food culture as well, because These baskets were made for fanning rice, which is something
separating
the
grain from the chaff.
But now the designs have sort of been modified to be sculptural and gorgeous, and they're amazing.
And then one thing about the charm of this city is we'll do just about anything to please people. You come in and you're interested, it's like, can I change this? Could I do that? If I can do that a little bit differently, or I'm not really excited about that, could I change that? We'll do whatever it is.
I think that cooking is certainly from the heart and soul. I think that Charleston is rich in history and rich in the culinary arts. So I think that the passion of cooking is a huge part of the success of the culinary arts in Charleston.
It's all love. You got to put all the love in your food. When you cook it, you got to put that love in there, and you pay attention to it while you're cooking it.
There's an ingredient of sophistication, certainly in the fine dining restaurants, but throughout day-to-day life in Charleston that you probably don't find in a big city. I know that people appreciate that when they come to Charleston, and they find a sort of quiet here, and that natural graciousness, and that slight expectation of courtliness, of elegance.
A lot of our customers eat all over the world on any given day, and they're blown away. They're blown away not only with what we're doing here, they're blown away with the cuisine of Charleston.